We have some massive plants here that need to be outside. Been working on hardening these off. Look at this, just for kind of show. This one plant here, kind of see my hand. Yeah, we've been hardening these off the last 3 days. We are going to get them out into the, way out yonder into the garden in the land of magical hoop houses. If you remember last time we were out here, in the last video, I couldn't get my poles into the ground because it was too solid. Today that's going to change. We have 65-degree weather out there. Definitely isn't 65 today. It's like 30 something today. But I've had this on for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. We're going to peel it back, plant some plants, and get this hoop house built. See how many plants we can get in here. I got some broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and maybe 1 or 2 pak choi. So we're going to see what we can do, and hopefully we'll have vegetables way before spring. We'll see. Let's get some gloves on and get our hands dirty. We'll put these are going to be taller, so we're going to put these in the middle. These are my heading broccoli. You got that, future Doug, when you can't figure out what's what? Heading broccoli, buddy. All right. So I think I'm going to do is do a line of broccoli in the middle, and then we'll do the cabbages on the side. And then we'll have to figure out, I got a lot of plants, so we'll have to figure out what's what. But these guys are getting a little too big for the britches. So, yeah. All right, let's see what they look like. Ooh, man. Yeah, see what I mean? Why they need to be out sooner than later? Look at all those roots. Let's get them in the ground here. Now I'm doing the broccoli in the middle just because I know it essentially will get taller than the rest. And then we'll do the cabbages on the side because they won't be near as tall. And the way the hoop houses work out is they kind of going to reach their point because of the bands are going to reach their point at the tallest in the middle. Look at that. Nice, beautiful cabbage. A lot of roots. Oh, man. All right, let's get these guys in here. And I don't think we got enough cabbage to do both sides. So we'll pick out one of the other ones that we got. And we'll do them over on the other side. So, one may ask, why aren't you fertilizing when you're putting these in? Well, one, I feel like I got a good base of soil here. I feel like I got an excellent base of soil here. The other thing is I feel like, no, I don't feel. The other thing is I know that I definitely fertilized before winter hit. I went around, I liberally threw some chicken poo in here. And yes, while, you might think it's a waste, but all that stuff feeds all the microorganisms and everything else in the soil. So chicken poo does take a while for it to break down. And while that was breaking down, or while winter was going on, yes, some of that stuff broke down. It did take a pause. But yes, it still is breaking down. Oh my gosh, this soil is so light and fluffy. Nice bed here. Now you notice I'm not planting them right up next to the wall, border wall here. My reasoning behind that is that I don't want these leaves touching the side wall because we are still going to get some freezing temperatures. Next week it's supposed to be in the 20s again. But science or trial and error has proven to me that we can do this. Yep, we'll get all broccoli on, or all the cabbage on the one side. I may figure out what we're going to do on this other side. This is what we all have left up there. I know the Brussels sprouts, I think we're going to go in the 2x2 bed. We're going to finish this bed first. I'll be back. I'm not sure how this works with these covers being on here and the worms. I'd assume the worms are going to go to drier soil and to soil that's warmer. So maybe I ought to take the time to feed my worms. So you might ask, what do I feed my worms? Right here is a good example of it. Here's another good example. This guy actually is a little bit called an indoor composter. I can show you that a little later. Kid Crocs loves his bananas. Mrs. Croc likes her tea, so we put the tea bags in with the string and everything. You'll see I got paper towels in here. We got orange peels in here. Some carrots that we didn't eat in the fridge. I know there's some apple cores in here. There's some sweet potato cores in here. I do take my coffee grounds and I put them in here with the filter. Kind of acts as the carbon source. So let's go ahead and put this into our container here. We'll just fill her up as high as we can get her. And we'll see how well that works. Here is the final product before we cover it up. I'd say it's looking pretty good. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these hoops on there. Should be pretty stable. We'll see. There's still a little bit of green here in Denali Daisy. I think she liked being covered up, guys. Okay, guys, here's what she looks like, all tucked in, nestled in. One thing I did find out that really helps, I tried this in the past, it never worked, but I never tucked things around the side, and I wasn't very liberal with my clips. You got to keep this thing tight, got to keep it going, got to keep it snug so the wind doesn't catch it. Once you get that wind catching it, you just lost everything. So here's what it looks like. I think we're looking good. Yeah, let's move on to the other ones. We got the Brussels sprouts ready to go. I'm excited about these. I like my Brussels sprouts. We have our Brussels sprouts going. Look at this. Yes. What is that thing? That's the sun. Yes, we're harnessing the power of the sun here. So, got the one hoop house done way over there. There's the first one I built, not as tall. I think they look better when they're taller. It's not about looks, it's about function. Look at these Brussels sprouts, man. Look at this. Look at the size of these things. So, hopefully these will do good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take carrot seeds and we're going to plant them on the sides of these Brussels sprouts. I have a bunch of extra carrot seeds from Dollar Seed, so we might as well get them in the ground, see if they'll, proof is in the pudding, see if they'll germinate. If not, we'll order $1 more worth of carrots and plant those in the spring. It would be awesome if I get some carrots germinating and starting sooner than later. How cool would that be? Let's get this guy spread out and cut, and then we will take the seeds, sprinkle them around, and then we'll cover it. And then I'll show you the final product. We have her done. D-U-N-E. D-O-N-E. We're done. Got the Brussels sprouts covered up. Looking good. Except for down here. I messed up. It didn't make it quite long enough. And I wasn't going to dig up and replant and plant them closer together. So I got some scrap tarp that I put on there. We'll see how well it holds. I don't like the fact that this can shag around in the wind. But, like I said, we'll figure out if it holds or not. So, looking good. We got how long this tunnel is. That's a pretty long tunnel. Got another tunnel there. Cold frame. And got another tunnel over here. I'm going to show you something in this tunnel here. You know how pretty that little flower is. This cold frame's busting out with plants. Looking good. So hey, if you guys are liking what I want to do in here, curious on how this is going to turn out, am I going to be a total flop here? I might. I don't know. I've never done this before. It's February 6th. We're planting Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cabbage in the garden. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Who knows? If you guys like this, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's continue this journey together. Leave me a discussion down below. What do you think is going to happen? I think we're going to come up with some success, and we're going to have eaten some cabbage. Maybe not around St. Patty's Day, but probably around Easter time in April. Cheers, everybody. God bless.